Hey everybody, welcome to the Justin T. Weller Show. I'm Justin T. Weller.
My name is Dylan Follett.
And Dylan's excited to be here.
Oh, I'm really excited.
Yeah. Wow, that
well,
did
no,
not
I was
sound very...
Well, no,
I'm really
I was
excited.
surprised that it took you this long for you to invite me onto your show, so...
I had Christian on, I had Greg on. I don't think you know Greg.
I don't know Greg, no.
Yeah, but I had Greg on. Obviously, Brett has been on many of times.
Right.
Yeah, I don't know. Wow, drinking your water right on camera.
Oh, sorry.
Awesome.
I was just very thirsty. Sorry.
He is very thirsty. He actually does have a girlfriend, though, so sorry, everybody, but he's taken, despite what you might think. Not that they could tell that you're not taken, but...
So, I mean, Dylan, in case they were wondering...
How did you and I meet? Let's start with that.
Well, I remember we met through Brett. I think the first time is like Brett. I think Brett was like picking me up from somewhere, and you were in the car or whatever. That might not have been like the second time we were like hanging out at a separate time, but I remember like the first time we were at Cody's place, and you and Brett came up and like we started talking about stuff. Like I think something about like politics. I think was some things that probably came up.
Yeah.
At some point,
As they do, since that's kind of what I do.
Of course.
And Dylan tried to argue politics with me, and it didn't go well for him.
No, never does. Never does.
It also didn't go well probably because he had too much alcohol, like he does frequently.
No. Okay, don't make it seem like I'm an alcoholic, because I am anything.
Every week.
No, that is not true.
You're right. Every other day.
Okay, now you're minimizing the time. Okay, you're supposed to be like elongating. Like, okay, I like to drink, but it's not like every week. If my bank account is hurting a little bit, obviously I'll kind of like turn it down a little bit. But I guess I'm figuring out how to turn it to cheaper options.
But when we really became like friends, because I mean that was really just like introductions, was probably a few weeks after that when we ended up having like a monumentally long talk for 5 hours in the dead of night in my car.
No, I had to work the next day. I had to work at like 10 or so. When I got back in my room,
the sun was coming up by the time we were done having a conversation. It was crazy.
Oh god, it was long.
Yeah, Dylan shared something with me before that I had totally forgotten we talked about. Of course, when you talk for 5 hours, it's hard to remember everything that was covered. So, especially when you're super dead tired, and So.
Oh, I was quite shocked that like it was like 3. Well, maybe it's like midnight, 1 a.m. that you were like you accepted my call, and
oh yeah, that's how it started.
The
I totally
circumstances
forgot
under which you took the call, because he told me kind of like what you were doing before. So I was like, oh, sorry.
Yes, he called at a rather inconvenient time.
I apologize for that as well, but you're a stand-up guy for taking the call, and then
the sacrifices I have made for you, now that I think about it, are actually quite immense, despite the amount that I pick on you, which is pretty terrible of me. So.
Oh yeah, you pick me a ton. Oh, that's number two. Number 2.
You pick me a shit ton.
No, I said pick on me. Just the on me maybe didn't sound like come out clear enough.
Yeah. Okay. So Dylan is now going to. Now he is going to ask... Wait, I can't remember which one I said. Yeah, he's going to ask me a question like I do with all of my guests, as you guys know. One question that I promise to answer as truthfully as possible, and it can be on anything that he wants.
I guess I want to know like what you were first like on camera, like, you know what I mean, like how you started, because I know like when you started.
How I
was your stage persona? I guess is if a lack of a better word, because you're very good at talking, but I was wondering if there was ever a time to where like you had to polish that up. You know what I mean?
Yes. Thankfully, it's not incredibly easy to find my first ever broadcast, but it was radio only, so there was no camera.
Right.
And well, okay. I suppose it depends on when you consider my career in front of cameras and in front of microphones starting, because if you want to date back to the first time I was on camera, my family would contend, along with my home videos, that I was quite the performer for many years before I knew that it was something I was going to do. I was directing my brother to do crazy things on camera that I would then produce into a DVD and share with the family. Like,
Wow.
for Christmas and stuff, I had him do these skit videos where he would like walk out in front of the Christmas tree and like welcome the entire family to Christmas, and he's like 4 years old, so like he's just like, yeah, I'll do it, you know. And I'm filming with the camera, so yeah, it's been a long time coming, I guess, but the first time that it was like a legit broadcast that people were actually tuning into was public access channel for a local basketball game, and Camden and I had zero idea what we were doing, so it was pretty awkward, to be quite honest. Like, we tried real hard to be super professional. I mean, we had our suits on and our ties, but we're also like 14, so.
So, wait, so you were kind of like the commentators here, you were like, oh, look, he goes up for the three, and boom goes the dynamite, you know?
Yes.
No, I know, it did something,
Like
no,
that.
it did. I was wondering if any gems like
You
that.
can listen, you actually can find on the website, you can go back and listen to a lot of, well, not a lot, but you can listen to some of the basketball broadcasts that Camden and I have done.
Oh.
So we got substantially better as we went. But the biggest thing, honestly, was that we would listen back to the shows that we did, and you'll be surprised at how much better that makes you, because you will tear yourself to pieces. Like, you will watch this back and be like,
Right.
like that, and then I'll
Yeah.
mess up my hair. All right.
Oh no, you know, honestly, I'd be the same. I'd be the same way.
All right, so I want the judgment call, because actually I haven't heard from these guys about the judgment call. Now that my hair has been lighter for a while and like is significantly different on top than it is on the sides, do you like it?
Oh, I really like your hair.
Yeah.
No,
Better or worse than before?
I mean, I'd say your hair always looks good. So you know, I don't think there's
No
any time
opinion.
where it looks.
Gosh darn it, Dylan.
Well, no, okay. If you're wanting me to like rate, I would say yes, this looks better. I mean,
Does it? You
Yeah.
Sure. Lighter is better than darker, in your opinion?
I mean, I like lighter. Lighter
Okay.
looks good.
Well, in that case, we're going to take Dylan tomorrow to Pump Salon to get his hair done.
Oh God.
And we'll make sure to film it, and that'll be exciting. You up for the
Wait, no,
challenge?
wait, no. Are you trying to make me dye my hair?
Yeah, absolutely.
I don't know how
Lighter is better, apparently, Dylan.
Well, I didn't say on me. I just said on you.
No, actually, you didn't say on me at all. You just said, yeah, I think lighter is absolutely
Well,
better.
you were asking me to give you an opinion on your hair, so I thought you were just talking about like you, not about
Afraid to dye your hair?
me. Yeah. I mean, I've thought about it, but I just don't know how well like my hair would look like with any other color but my natural color in it. I guess.
There's only one way to find out.
I don't want to come home and my mom and just be like, "What did you do to your hair?"
He's a mama's boy.
Well, no, it's just my mom's kind of crazy. But I mean, you could
he's
say
a
all
mama's
moms
boy. Anyway,
Okay.
you can defend yourself if you want to.
No, I mean,
But-
like, I guess I would say I'm the favorite. I guess. I'm sorry, I'm sorry, Layden, if you ever watch this.
Okay.
I'm sorry.
So mama's boy. Anyway,
Okay.
now that we've established that, last thing is, do you have a funny moment or embarrassing moment that you can think of to share?
Yeah, I think I've pre-selected this one. I've already told this one several times, so I would hope that I'm pretty expert level at telling the story. So we'll hope.
How long is this story?
I could say it goes on for a good, I would say 5 minutes,
Wow.
5 or more minutes.
Wow, substantial.
So yeah. Okay, well I'll start. Okay, so this was
Condense it as much as possible.
This starts on Oktoberfest. It was a group of our friends. It was and one of my friends says, let's go bar hopping, let's go to some bars, okay? And so at first I was hesitant, but I'm like, that's fine, you know, I'll only get a couple. I end up spending over maybe like $50, $60, just a lot for me, on drinks. And I got
That's
really
aggressive.
drunk
Yeah,
that night. So,
as he does.
yeah, and so I guess I start, maybe, I guess you could say, I wouldn't say belligerent, but I was getting mad at a friend for some reason. Maybe I wanted to stay at the place we were at. We were actually at Below Zero, I think, is the last place we went.
Do you like Below Zero?
I mean, it's a fun place to be, yeah, for sure. I like being there.
He doesn't dance, though. Anyway.
No, that was only that one time. I usually dance quite a bit. It's just I wasn't, like, my body wasn't socially ready to dance in front of other people.
You're off the story, Dylan.
I'm sorry. You provoked me. You provoked me. Okay.
Yeah, it's my fault.
Okay, so we leave. When we go back, and for some reason I decide that I want to leave the room to go get a burrito. Apparently, this is according to my friends. I don't really quite... And they were saying, no, Dylan, you shouldn't go. And so, but I decided to go anyway. I decided to go and run out. Everybody else tries to get me to stop. And this is what gave me the nickname the Drunk. Because apparently, like, everybody tried to hold me back, and I, like, broke out of everybody's, like, bear grips or, like, trying to restrain me, you know.
You wanted a burrito real bad.
Yeah, and then it turns out once I got there, I just kept going because I just thought they were still chasing me. The next thing I know, I'm probably close to, like, upwards of where our psychology building is.
Wow.
And I go past, and I keep going, and then I don't remember what happens after that. But the next thing I know, it's 6 a.m., and I'm just kind of passed out in between. I keep saying an alley, but it was more like a kind of like a gap between two buildings, which is what an alley is.
Yeah.
So
that would be an alley.
So I was confused because I was dreaming thinking that I was at a club with two of my friends, and so I was thinking that they left me when I figured out that, no, I did this myself. And I'm in a really shady part of town, so I was like, well, my ankle hurts because I actually previously fell down the stairs on the way to the burrito place, to Burrito. And so I hurt my ankle pretty bad, and so I called an Uber to drive me back to my room and made the walk of shame. And apparently one of my friends had called the police because apparently there was a search for me going on for a couple of hours.
Dylan.
So,
so the lesson here is don't get incredibly drunk and fall asleep in a gap between two buildings, which is also known as an alley.
Yeah.
That pretty much does it for us. A little bit longer one this week, but if you enjoyed seeing Dylan, then give it a big thumbs up. And if you enjoyed seeing me, then you should give it a big thumbs up, or you should do me a favor and share it with somebody else, because that'd be super cool. And as always, I want you to leave some kind of comment in the section. I always want to say in the description below. There's another YouTuber who I watch who always says that, and it throws me off. Obviously, you cannot leave a comment in the description, so leave it in the comment section below.
There you go.
I will reply to you. Tell us how awful Dylan was. Tell me what you want to do next. And other than that, I think we're about done. So
please give me encouraging remarks. I don't need any more like bad comments in my psyche.
So for the Justin T. Weller Show, I'm Justin T. Weller.
I'm Dylan Craig Follett. Because you said your middle name, so
that's part of my persona, but that's okay.
Well, yeah, I'm sorry. I just wanted to throw something out new.
Just switching it up. All right. Anyway, I will see you next time on the Justin T. Weller Show. Be the change.